In this video, we are going to be talking about 30 awesome words and idioms related to studies and academics. Alright, so let's start. The first one is alternative. Alternative means an additional choice. So if I have this pen, do I have an alternative? If I have another pen, then it means I have an alternative. If I don't, then it means I have no alternative. Okay, simple. Look at the sentence. I had an alternative in mind in case I don't get admitted to Seneca. Okay, so maybe you had some other college in mind, okay, in place of Seneca. That's called an alternative. Next, concentrate. Concentrate means to focus all your attention on one particular activity or one particular object. Okay, so look at this sentence. I couldn't concentrate on my studies due to stress. So because of stress, I could not concentrate. Okay, a very common word used with studies. Let's go. The next one. The next one is assessment. Assessment means to make an evaluation of something or someone. Okay, so if I say I had a quick assessment of the syllabus, okay, so I had an evaluation of the syllabus before booking my test. So all of you should do it. You should have an assessment of what the IELTS asked you to do, and then you should book your test. Okay. Next, logical. Logical means to have a methodical approach, a step-by-step logical approach. Look at the sentence. My professor always encouraged us to follow a logical approach. So don't have an irrational approach. Don't base your conclusion based on emotions, but have a logical approach. Okay, clear? Let's go. Next is monitor. Monitor means to observe and check progress over a period of time. Okay, so you're regularly checking. So when you're preparing for IELTS, you're monitoring your preparation regularly. You're taking mock tests in between to see where you stand and where you have to go, right? So that's called monitor. Look at the sentence. My friend and I studied together so that we could monitor each other's progress. Okay, next. Complex. Now, complex means something that's complicated, that has several different parts together. Okay, my brother found mathematics to be very complex, but I found it interesting. Okay, so complicated, complex. Let's go next. Precise. Precise means marked by exactness. Okay, something that's very accurate. Now look at the sentence. I worked in a lab where the professor insisted on precise testing before starting work, which means the testing has to be perfect. It has to be highly accurate. Okay, so that's what's called precise. These are some of our success stories that you can have a look at. Let's go. Next one. The next is pursue. Pursue means to continue or proceed along with something. Okay, so you will usually use it when you want to take up a particular degree. So look at the sentence. I want to pursue a career in international business in future. I want to pursue a career in filmmaking. I want to pursue a career in teaching. Okay, pursuing a career. Okay, it's a good, very good collocation. Pursue a career. Let's go. Conclusion. Now, conclusion means to end or finish some event, okay, or a process. So, see, our project group came to the conclusion, okay, so we finally decided that we can get superior results with better research equipment, okay. So, came to the conclusion means there were a lot of discussions and debates, but finally, the outcome, okay, or the final decision was that we can get better results. Next, technique. Technique is a way of carrying out a particular task. All right. So the sentence is there are certain techniques that will help you speak fluently without effort. Right. Which means there are certain ways, certain methods with which you can speak fluently without effort. Certain techniques. Let's go. Coordination. Coordination means a combination of parts of people working together in tandem. Okay. Now, when one pursues a master's degree, he or she realizes that multiple subjects are designed in coordination with one another. Right? Now, you might have noticed this in school as well. So, when you're learning, say, social studies or say geography, there are some concepts of science that is included there. When you're learning science, there are some concepts of mathematics that are included. So, all these subjects are not designed independently, but when they were designed by the official bodies, they were designed in coordination with one another. Okay, I hope now it's clear about the meaning of this word. The next one is estimate. Estimate means to make an approximate judgment or a guess. Okay, so look at this. I estimated that I would require 2 months to get my desired band score. Okay, which means you did some studies and then you realized that it might take me 2 months. So that's your guess, that's your estimate. The next one. Okay, another success story. Have a look. Now, let's go. Next word is research. Now, research means a systematic investigation to establish new facts, to reach new conclusions. Okay, but it has to be a systematic process. Okay, So all of you might have done some kind of research while in your undergrad. Look at the sentence. In my final year, I conducted a research on various viruses. Okay, conducted a research, a systematic investigation. Okay, next one is evidence. Evidence means a set of facts. It can be a set of information in order to ascertain whether some belief is true or valid. Okay, so this evidence is going to help you to reach a conclusion. Another word that we read today. Let's have a sentence. Our task was to gather evidence, okay, gather evidence on how increase in temperature helps in conductivity. Okay, so your task was to gather evidence, to gather those facts and information that will help you validate this particular sentence, that whether an increase in temperature helps in increasing conductivity. If I say I decided to do a major in marketing in my MBA course, then it means that that was my specialization. Okay, so for example, you can say that I decided to major in botany. Okay, when I graduated out of my BSc biology course. Okay, so that is your specialization. Okay, the next one. The next one is curriculum. Curriculum means the subjects that comprise a particular course of study. Okay, so if you have a 3 month course and you have 15 subjects listed down in the 3 month course, then I would say you have a very rigorous curriculum. Okay, so the list of subjects that comprise your course. Okay, to look at this sentence, they have a very rigorous curriculum at McGill University. The next word is coursework. As the name suggests, coursework is simply the work in that particular course. Okay, written work, practical work, so on. Look at the sentence. The marketing coursework involves 2 weeks of mandatory industry visits. Okay, mandatory industry visits is part of your coursework. Next one, some success stories. You can have a look whenever you're free. Now, the word graduate. The word graduate can now be used in two ways. One, it can be used as a noun. You can simply say, I am an engineering graduate. Okay, I am a business graduate. That's one. Second, you can use it as a verb. You can say, I graduated in 2018. I graduated in 2015. I graduated in mechanical engineering. Okay, don't say I passed out in 2011. Okay, the word passed out means to faint, to lose consciousness. Okay, that is an incorrect application. Always say I graduated. Okay, next word is potential. Now, the word potential means to have some capability. Education aims to develop potential candidates for the industry, means candidates who have some kind of a capability, right? So if I say you have the potential to crack the IELTS exam, it means that you have the capability to do it. Okay. Next one, access. Access means to have the means, the opportunity to enter a particular place. Okay, the approach. So look at this sentence. Students have access to the library 24/7 during examinations. Okay, so they can get into the library anytime they wish. Next one, analysis. Now, analysis means a detailed examination of something, a thorough examination, okay, having a logical process. I have developed a pretty good reputation for my analysis of economic trends. So I did not just give definitions of economic trends, I made a detailed examination of it. So therefore, I would call it analysis. The next one is dissertation. Now, what is dissertation? Now, dissertation is a long essay on a particular subject, now usually written to complete a degree at college or university. Okay, it's a long piece of work that you've written. So look at this sentence. I am supposed to hand in a first draft of my dissertation by tomorrow. Okay, so that's dissertation. A bit technical. Next one, seminar. I'm pretty sure everyone here has heard of this word. Seminar means a conference or some other meeting, okay, where people join together for training, for discussion, and so on. So look at the sentence. Online seminars allow students to participate from anywhere in the world. Okay, so nowadays we have online seminars as well. Okay, next one, another success story. Have a look whenever you're free. The next word is tutor. Now, what's a tutor? A tutor is a private teacher, okay, who usually teaches a small group or even an individual person. Okay, so look at the sentence. I hired a private tutor to help me with my science assignment. Okay, so someone who only works with you or works with a very small group. Okay, so a lot of us would have taken tuition classes when we were young, right, where there were just 3, 4 people around, something like that. Next, demonstrate. Now, demonstrate means to give a practical exhibition or explanation of something, okay, to actually show how it's done. So if I have to tell you, hey, I have this marker, let me demonstrate how you should be fitting this cap back into the pen. So when I do this and I give it a little push and I say, hey, this is how you close the marker. Okay, so what have I just done? I have given you a demonstration, right? So that's what it means. Look at another sentence. The lab assistant usually demonstrates how the experiment should be performed. Easy. Let's go to the next one. Now let's go to this one. This is a very interesting idiom. Back to the drawing board. Now back to the drawing board means to start again or to try again. Okay. Now look at this sentence. When I couldn't clear the IELTS, I decided to go back to the drawing board and work on my fundamentals. Okay, so to restart from scratch, that's what you call going back to the drawing board. Next one, get your act together. Now, get your act together means to stop being demoralized and now work in a better way with set plans and goals and attack your goals again. Okay, so look at this sentence. After months of putting it off, he finally got his act together and started working on the project. Okay, getting his act together means to regroup, get back in the right mindset, start working. Okay, so if you have not been preparing for IELTS till now, it's time to get your act together and restart your preparation. Okay, good. Next is to sail through. Now, to sail through means to easily succeed in something. Look at this sentence. If your fundamentals are strong, you will sail through IELTS. So if you have good knowledge of English grammar, if your vocabulary is good, okay, and these two elements are the basics of the IELTS test. So if these fundamentals are strong, you will sail through IELTS. Okay, next, piece of cake. Piece of cake means something that is very easy to understand. Okay, look at this. The coursework of the first year was a piece of cake for all students. So it was very easy. Okay, it was not challenging at all. Let's have another idiom. To burn the midnight oil. To burn the midnight oil means to study or work late at night. Okay, so all right, so look at this sentence. I had to burn the midnight oil multiple times as the curriculum was full of report submissions. Okay, which means that you had to submit so many reports that you had to stay up late at night and complete them. Okay, so I hope you learned these words. Make your own list, keep practicing, keep studying. Have a look at all our other success stories as well. Tons of them, a lot of scores that you wish to attain. 897, 8.5, 987.58, 8.5, 8.5, 7, 8, all of them way above the CLB 9. In fact, there are many interviews on the YouTube channel that you can see. A lot of other students like you who were in your shoes, and today they are discussing their success stories with them. So I really look forward to having you in one of our advanced programs, and then eventually seeing you in one of our success stories as well. Okay, so do check them out. So to get into one of our programs, all you have to do is click on the link below. You can reach out to me. We'll have a discussion about where you are right now, where you have to go, how are you preparing, what are your weaker sections, and then we'll be happy to get you on board in one of our programs. Okay, so in the video description below, you also have the link to download our app. So we give a lot of updates on our app directly that comes straight to you. So do download our app. The link is given in the video description. Download the app and I'll also see you there. Okay, take care. All the best. Keep studying. Keep practicing. Bye bye.